Welcome everybody to the Jokebudd show. I'm your host, the one and only, and today, man, we giving back to the podcast community. This one's called The Life of a Podcaster. I'm here with Courtdawg, a Bus Stop Podcast, and I'm here with my man Georgie G Baby for the G Stop Podcast. How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
Great.
Hey man, I've seen y'all doing y'all thing. When I wanted to bring y'all on, I was just like, you know what? I'm let them get their feet wet.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm gonna see how everything's going for them. So we're gonna get started real quick. My first topic, man. Like you thought it was gonna be easy, huh?
Man, I thought it was gonna be easy, man. Just like I was telling y'all earlier when I asked you, what's the first thing you bought? I bought mics. And then, believe me, don't buy the mics first.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, buy the mixing board or the inverter first.
Yeah, definitely.
Like shit.
What did you buy first, Court?
I bought all the equipment. I bought a Rodecaster Pro, and it was just a bundle. It was a bundle.
Oh, you got a
The
bundle
mics,
pack?
the
I was
everything.
scared of the bundle pack. Like, man, they're gonna set me up.
Nah,
Man.
I bought the bundle pack.
I was wondering.
It took a lot of research. I bought the bundle pack before I even had a studio.
Word.
Yeah.
Man, I went to Guitar Center. He asked me, do I want the hood basement sound or do I want Joe Rogan? I said, let me get that Joe Rogan.
No
you know what I'm saying?
bullshit.
So you know what I mean?
That's what they said when I asked about the camcorder. And I was reading the review, like, yeah, this is like a step under the Joe Rogan show. I'm like, oh, word? I'm like, all right, yeah, let me get that one.
You definitely.
Yeah. Let me get what Cuz got. Yeah.
I'm actually off my iPhone, and he in the gentleman at the Guitar Center, he told me to go off the iPhone.
Word.
Yeah, and it's to be honest, it's
Less stress.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah, you get right to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just turn it to the camera recording, and then hook the joint up to the outlet, and you getting busy right then and there. Yeah, plugged in.
So yeah, y'all ahead of me because man, this shit I do, man. Take the memory card out, you gotta upload, download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the phones cost $2,000 because you can do all that shit on it.
Right,
You know?
yeah, definitely. Because I read the reviews on the camera,
Right.
and it was like, man, this iPhone camera is official.
It is, though.
And they ain't lying about this
It
one.
is, though.
Exactly.
That's the first time I ever even read a review or
Yeah.
try to figure out about a camera for real.
Right.
For real. Yeah, that was pretty cool, to be honest.
Was you nervous your first episode?
Absolutely.
Man, what?
You know, as I tell, I had Fat Eddie Kane on there, and you know other people that does stage stuff and all that.
Right.
And I was like, for me, like speaking like in sports sense, when I played football, once the first hit was
good.
initiated, you
You
good.
good.
And then when basketball, once the ball get tipped, then I can get in the flow and the feeling.
That's a
Right.
good
But that
analogy.
joint was to put yourself on camera and
It's a
to be
great
recording. It's a different atmosphere. I can't. So I was pressured. It was
Yeah.
pressure for me. Yeah.
You was
yeah.
nervous too?
I was a little nervous, but what really helped is I had family around, my cousins and
Yeah,
everything.
y'all was
there.
lit down there. I seen y'all. I felt jealous.
It was
I
pretty
ain't get
cool.
I ain't get no media pass.
Right. So
know,
you do a group of people when you podcast?
Well, yeah, I did. So
Oh,
my
okay.
first initial podcast, like I had a guest that didn't show up, but all my family was there.
We're gonna get into
Oh.
that.
Yeah, all my family was
That's
there. So my
next.
family, I was comfortable because all my cousins were there, which I was very appreciative of.
See, y'all be having like the little snap joints. See, y'all got a whole different eclectic shit.
Yeah.
That's how you feeling left out.
It's
Like, man,
only
what
be-
y'all be
it-
doing
it
on
only
that
be-
joint, though? What's
It only
going
be
on
me
down
and
there?
the guest, but
Yeah.
I guess that can make you feel much comfortable.
Yeah, you got a whole vibe down this
Yeah.
motherfucker. Like, man, I don't know,
Definitely.
man. Why ain't-
It's a
yeah.
vibe.
That's
Yeah.
dope, man. But like, yeah, that's like you just said, man. When have you had a guest call out on you yet? Not showing up yet? Or backed out on you? Man, it's the most
Nah,
envious. Oh wait,
I haven't had them.
it's on the way.
I have gotten no. I have gotten no response from an email or text message, but I haven't had no one call out on me yet.
Bruh,
Just
I
wait.
had a guest.
Wait for the confirms, and you don't come through.
Yeah, you right.
Like, oh shit, what I'm gonna do? So
Yeah,
that's why I like
yeah.
to like stack ones and like, yo, you want to come with us? Like,
No, seriously.
Oh, okay.
I had a guest. I had a guest that was supposed to come one time. She didn't come. We set another date. I was like, all right, next Saturday. She was like, all right. I said, I'm gonna confirm Wednesday. We confirmed Wednesday. The bitch still ain't come through. I was like, damn, like really?
Yeah. That's how it works, man.
And
And
she
you
didn't
mean,
say nothing about it. Like she didn't have
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry, nothing. She was just like,
it's funny because when you tell most people, like, or the in the know people that you haven't one, they be so hyped for you. But when it's time to really put on, they be like,
Yeah.
MIA. You like,
See,
she get real quiet.
right when
Like, what
when
the
they
hell
when they
going on?
reach out and tell me yes, I said I'm gonna contact you the morning the morning of the. I mean the when we have the podcast the day
the
of.
morning
I'm gonna contact you in the morning to make sure we.
Yeah.
And I may just hit you during midday.
Yeah, I gotta start hitting that day of joint because I fucked up with that one. I just knew she was coming through.
Yeah, you get lost in the sauce. You be like, all right, man, they official, they snap, man. People like, oh man, 100 things come up. You're like, fuck, man.
Definitely.
Then you start realizing, like, man, this is your business, not
theirs.
Yes.
Yes.
So either way, they make it, they don't, they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
So it hurts your feelings a little bit. Then they'll give you an excuse and a reason. Hopefully you overlook it.
Yeah.
Like, man, fuck that, man. I'm trying to do a business, man. Like, what the fuck going on, man? Damn.
Yeah. Because I tried to, when I contact you, and hopefully you say you want to do it like a week within.
Yeah.
I don't really like to plan outside of 2 weeks. People forget and all that.
Definitely.
So I want to do it within the week after I contact you.
Right. So we're going to start with y'all early lives. Y'all both from Alexandria, but 2 different parts.
Yes. I don't know when we're going to conquer.
You're from Alexandria. You're from the highway, right?
Yeah, from Richmond Highway.
Town.
Okay, yeah.
How was like going up down there? How was it? Football town.
Man, Richmond Highway it has its pros and cons.
What part was you in? Don't say you was in Gum Springs?
Yes.
I
call myself the king of the gym. Yeah. Gum Springs is beautiful.
It is. I had some folks live out there by the cross street from the precinct of the Mount Vernon police precinct right there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, right there by the hospital cross street.
Yeah. It's, man, to be honest, it was beautiful, man, because you kind of got best of both worlds going to West Potomac where you seen predominantly white people, predominantly white school, and then you see Spanish and all that. Of course, you see the drugs, guns, and violence. You know what I'm saying? But it's either you was in the streets or you play the sports.
Yeah,
that's really what I'm saying.
That's all we had.
To sum it all up, Yep.
Court, you from
I'm from the Ville, on that area. I grew not the actual Ville, but I grew up right on Princess Street.
You on the Ville? That's Princess Street. That's our corridor.
Yeah. So right across street from the boys' club. Play basketball my whole life.
I go past that all the time.
All the time.
Think about it.
Drive past every day. Have memories. Drive past my old house.
How was it growing up for you?
Growing up was good. I was just always playing basketball with the older dudes. I remember all the older dudes that would just teach me little shit to play basketball. I love growing up. Grew up around there.
You got real good, real quick.
I got good because I was playing with the boys, playing with y'all, playing with Austin. I remember playing with Austin, playing with Justin. Mr. Day was the basketball coach. I played on all the boys. I played in the boys team.
You was like the only girl at that time. It was like
me and Karina Powell. Karina Powell joined the team. I think the next year, Karina Powell joined the team.
You're right.
Yeah,
but I was like you was like consistently there playing. Yeah. That shit was like.
I got vicious. You know what? Being from the club, I got vicious at pool too. Playing pool.
You already know.
Yep.
Pool, ping pong in the gym. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I got vicious at pool because I started going to Charles Barrett. I was crushing them over there.
Yeah, definitely. Because we was competitive.
Yep.
Anything.
I think the Boys and Girls Club, we used to call it the club, the Boys Club, but that shit, we produced great basketball players over there.
We definitely did, man. It's all about competition. We had no AC, so we had to keep.
It was hot there.
I hooped in there. Oh my god!
Yeah, exactly. Nowadays it's beautiful, but now
we had the back door. We had to open that back door.
Had a big old fan in the corner.
Yeah,
we had a hell of a home court advantage.
You damn near died in that joint.
Yeah, you can't come in there and just talk about you gonna hoop us now. We already conditioned for this. We are totally conditioned for this shit. You ain't ready for this.
Not at all.
At
all.
So, tell me about your high school life. You say you went to West Potomac?
Yeah, I went to West Potomac, of course. TC's rival.
Of course.
Well,
Wolverines, right?
Yeah, Wolverines. Okay. Yeah, definitely. It was great. My freshman year was beautiful. I probably had the best freshman year ever that anybody could have. Being on the homecoming court.
So you had girls everywhere then.
Yeah.
Girls was lit.
I definitely said, I definitely had my fair share.
No doubt.
Being a military ball freshman of the year, it gave me a crown for it. That was pretty cool. And then my older sister, Chier, she was in there with me, so I kind of had her.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And then my grandma worked at the school from time to time. She retired.
So you had a whole family affair.
Yeah.
No, man.
But-
Y'all, who's counting the votes, man? You're on the court, like, hold on, we got some internal affairs work.
Definitely.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then like all the teachers had already knew me and stuff and all that, and to be honest, I really didn't take advantage of it. I kind of used it. I kind of took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Western Summer was good to me.
What kind of kid was you? Was you like class clown, quiet? What was you?
Yeah, I was class clown, goofy, always smiled. I didn't really take the education.
You was like for the
serious.
party.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you
No
know,
doubt.
you can count on me doing something stupid in the hallway and all that. So
Right.
it was,
Because you knew you wasn't gonna get in trouble for real.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get in trouble for real. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can only go but so far.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but like I tell you, I would have used my popularity for real. For if I could go back now, I would have tried to be like the class president or something,
Right.
secretary, something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, due to like influences, you know, you want to be the cool.
Gotta be the guy.
Yeah, you got to be the guy. You
I'm
can't.
that guy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, yeah. So
Court,
Yeah,
how was
man.
you in high school?
I mean, you know, I really just did the bare minimum. Like,
You were so
I was
cool,
very
calm,
smart. I was
collected.
smart. I'm not gonna lie, I was very smart, but I just did enough to pass. I wasn't really tripping off the shit. I was like, oh, okay. But other than that, like, you know, I try to hang with people, just have fun.
We was in
Yeah.
Spanish.
Kinda goofy.
We was in Spanish.
Yeah,
together.
we used to geek in Spanish together.
Yeah,
we-
we did, dog.
Hey,
Nah.
yeah, we used to geek in Spanish together. I know that.
Hey, yo,
but-
Spanish is what? Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah.
Remember
What
that
about it?
shit?
Yeah. Herrera Rivera.
What
Senora
about it?
Herrera Rivera. We should terrorize you. I'm sorry about that.
Right.
Senora Herrera. We used to fuck you up.
Man,
but-
no, man, you had some inside jokes.
Yeah.
The what about it, Joy?
Yeah.
We geeked off that shit all
Yeah,
year.
like number 12, the dude was like, "What about it?" And it was not going for that shit.
What?
Nigga was not about to answer that
Teacher
question.
was like number 12. Nigga said, "What about it?" we geeked off that
That
shit
nigga was
for
sleeping
you.
and shit. Nigga woke up and said, "What about it?" I was like, "Oh, that nigga ain't going."
What?
Yo, that shit's still funny.
Yeah, nah, McCoy was my dog. That's my homie.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I'm
were
gonna let y'all
homies.
know.
We were homies
Like,
for a long time.
yeah, like I got a lot of ass because of Court. Court used to always pass the numbers to me. I mean, I ain't had to do half the work.
I
Court
don't
like,
remember
"I got
that
one
shit
for
at
you, dog."
all. That's
I'm
the
like,
crazy
how you
part.
know that? Oh, they know we from my hood. You know we from the same hood.
Oh,
so I don't
yeah.
give you my number.
She was tossing that oop.
Yeah. She
I
Yeah.
don't remember that shit at all, though.
You really like Joe? You walked to the hall like Joe. Got one for you. And then she give me a play on the motherfuckers. Like, yeah, this one you gonna have to work a little bit, but she gonna give you the shit. Oh, this one right here, she just want fuck. You know, and this one right here, she want to spend a little.
Oh my God!
I had the whole game plan, so I knew what to say in the first conversation. I called him like, yeah.
Lord.
And this back when school, everybody didn't have a cell phone.
Oh,
Everybody had
no.
So everybody had like school, the house phone. So I do. You know, you got to put on for the mother. Hello, hey, how you doing, Miss?
Yeah, can I speak?
How you doing, Miss? Can I speak to this and this? Yes, baby. How you doing today?
Yo,
yes,
that
like, have
was-
a blessed day. Yeah, girl. So what's up? Good. Yeah, please.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, that's how it was,
I swear I
though.
did not
Oh
remember
my
giving
God!
you-
I remember you. The mother picked up the phone.
The mother picked up the phone first. She gonna give you a screen call. Who your people? Who your mama? What church you go to?
Yeah.
That's
In
funny.
high school, I would win the mother over, but I
Got
would try to stay away from the
You
father.
gotta avoid them.
Yeah, duck them,
but salute to
bro.
all the old head dads who knew what the fuck was going
Right,
on.
right.
I know I'm gonna have to go through the same shit, and I ain't saying shit to none of y'all niggas. Fuck y'all. I ain't saying
Definitely.
shit. I'm gonna let the mom deal with it, just like they did with me. They just look at me like, this nigga about to go all in my door.
Ooh,
You already knew.
Oh
Like,
my
God
God.
damn.
terrible.
Yeah, man.
But I guess he could look at his woman, you know, the mom at the time, like, yeah, I did the same shit, but I don't want to make you feel
Right,
nothing.
right.
None of that. Let me just
man.
look this way. Keep you straight and narrow on that, man.
Right, yeah.
Man, but man, remember the house phones though, dog? You remember we used to do
Yeah.
like conference calls and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, man. That was crazy. You had to pick that joint up and down.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you gotta jiggle the wire and
Man,
shit. That
what?
joint.
People like, hold on, man. I'm gonna call on 3-way. Next
Yeah.
time the 3-way turned to an 8-way.
Right.
Everybody be on a conference call, like,
Yeah.
yo, who that? Hey, yo, what you doing?
Hey,
Where your ass didn't go to school today? Like, I was sick. No, you wasn't.
Hey,
nigga.
one time I killed my mom, Bill, because
Word.
Star 69.
Oh,
Star,
key.
is it Star 67 or Star 69?
Star 67 get the call ID. Star 69 you call them back.
Man,
What's
I
one of
was
them?
using both. Hey, I killed my people's bill. I killed them.
They
I
charged
ki-
for that?
Yeah, back then, yeah. Back then,
forgot all
yeah, they
about
charged with a
that. I
private
forgot all about
car.
that.
It must have some change, but I don't add it up.
Was you ever jealous of the friends you had that had their own personal house line?
Hell,
I was mad as shit.
What?
Big
How y'all
phone
don't get your own phone line?
Yeah, definitely. So that was
I
crazy.
got my own line. I'm like, what?
And that was like they gave my sister her own line. They didn't give me my own line. Yeah.
Oh, they
know
knew,
you
they knew you was on some shit.
She never let me use that joint.
Word.
Yeah. That joint was crazy, man.
Hey,
That
man,
was crazy.
I'm telling you, like, man, remember when you fell in love with a girl, old man, or whatever, on the first time, and you on the phone, that jump be hot as shit, and you wake up, and that y'all still on the phone, breathing on hard, talking about, hello? What's up? You sleep? Nah, I'm just resting my eyes. Both y'all knocked the fuck out.
Right, yeah.
Hang the damn phone up.
That's when you found out she was a real one.
Yup.
Wake up and
But don't have the cordless phone and that joint down. You like, oh shit. You think something happened to her? Your damn cordless phone and died.
you
Like,
get to school, she cuts you out because you
hung up. You hung up. Nah, the cordless phone had
They
its
don't
way.
want to believe it.
I had to get hit, man. That's why I went to Best Buy. I said, fuck that, man. I can't do cordless no more. I ain't cool enough. I had to get a cord joint so I can keep the line strong.
Yeah,
I said, I can't
definitely.
do cordless upstairs no more. I said, nah, man.
Mhm.
Dang, man. I mean, man, the kids are so spoiled now. They'll never remember that pain.
Yeah,
No,
The
whoa.
things we went to, man. That was enjoyment running
They
home to
can't
get to
even
the phone.
concept. There's no concept of phones, house phones, and pay phones.
I remember when the no kids had like the little snake game. That's
Yeah,
what we
we
had.
was
Everybody
talking
geek
about
off
that.
the snake game.
Yep,
Left, right,
definitely.
up and down.
I had the first camera phone where you had to connect the camera to the jump. I still got it.
Word.
Hey,
You don't
bro.
forget. You don't.
Yeah, I still got it.
You're like it's the shit you put in the ground. It's the shit you put in the ground when you hold artifacts. What's the shit this is called?
Time vault.
Yeah, that's like what you are. We've been talking for like an hour already. Like, yeah, I still got that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
still
You still got all
got it.
this
I don't throw
shit.
shit
You
away.
got some vintage stuff.
I
Jesus
don't throw
You
shit
might
Louise.
away.
you might can open your own store.
No,
Yeah,
for real.
boy, yeah.
For real, bro.
Damn.
I still got my
dawg.
first camera phone.
Yeah.
What else other pastimes in high school that you miss?
Man.
You know what?
Think about it.
Memory. Because you know, back then before cell phones, we had to remember everybody's number.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
remember everyone's number. I remember
Yeah.
we rely so much on technology that people's memories are just fucked.
We
People don't
shot.
use their memory no more.
We
They don't
shot.
use their brain. That's a part of your brain. A
Yeah,
memory's a part of
yeah.
your brain.
And they said
A
the
lot of people
average.
don't use their memory no more.
Yeah, they said the average person can't remember 10 numbers.
I
And
know I
remember
can't.
back then you had your own.
Back then,
You couldn't
You know
find
what?
that Rolodex. Start thinking.
Yo.
Yeah.
do you know what the number one thing people get locked up now? They cannot, they give you one phone call, whatever. People can't remember nobody's phone number no more.
Yeah.
When they go to jail, they be like, call your people.
Yeah.
People be like, I don't even know.
Nah.
Like,
That's sad, dog.
like for
Definitely.
real, that's a thing. Like people don't use their memory anymore.
Yeah.
So I still try to exercise my memory because of that. Because I know that fact. I still try to remember things.
I miss the house parties.
No, they still go on. You're not
Really?
talking to the right people, aka me. Like, they still
Right.
go on.
Really?
A lot of house parties.
Like the high school house parties was it though,
Those
man.
was
Like you had to
lit.
be there.
Yeah,
Like
those was lit.
Yeah.
Like you had to be there. Like you just to hear the replay of that, you just hurt. Like your heart was crumbling. It's like, yeah, man, we did all this, we did all that. What y'all doing to that? Like, oh my god,
There was some
Like-
pretty lit house parties.
man, what?
Yeah.
We live for those, man.
I
Facts.
did. I don't think I did a lot of house parties
You
in
do the
high
house
school.
parties?
TC, the
In
TC
middle
kids.
school, yeah, but not.
Y'all was
high
at
school?
y'all was at the clubs already. What y'all doing?
Nah, I don't remember a lot of house
House
parties
parties
in
was
high
sick.
school.
You was playing the game.
Nah, I wasn't
No?
playing the game. I think we were just hanging for
Yeah,
real.
okay,
for real.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember a
yeah.
lot of house parties.
Yeah, I remember
like that.
hanging in the hood, man. But those, man, we knew that Saturday night was somebody had a
Yeah,
party
somebody was having a
somewhere.
party.
Yeah,
You had to be there.
There was some pretty lit house parties.
I
Man,
don't
what?
remember no house parties. You know what? I'm sorry. I had one house party
Word.
when I was 16. Man, that joint. I had to throw people out. Literally.
Word.
yo.
You had your
I
own party.
apologize to people who had to throw out. I had to literally, my mom, get your ass downstairs and throw them. I'm like, hold on. I had a basketball game on a Friday night and it was my birthday and I went to I had it at my grandma's basement. Man, when I pulled up, one of them cul-de-sacs with the dead end,
Oh yeah.
dog, I couldn't even, we couldn't even drive down to my grandma's house. It
Dang.
was
Cars everywhere.
it was cars everywhere. I'm saying excuse me to get in my grandma's house, and my mom just standing at the door. I'm like,
Mad as shit.
I ain't think these many people was gonna come because they always say that if you combine Mount Vernon and West Potomac, there'd be a dynasty. So you know what I'm saying? Because we that close to each other.
Right.
Yeah.
So I go downstairs and I'm just like, yo, Who put this word out there like that? Yo, it was crazy. It was crazy. And people was waiting to get in too.
Word. So you kicked everybody out.
Nah, I ain't kick everybody out, but I did kick some people out. Those who I did kick out, I apologize.
And speaking of West Potomac and Mount Vernon, man, I'm gonna get off topic for a minute. Remember when Mount Vernon was the taboo school? There's like where all like gay girls went and they don't take your daughters there.
That was
remember how taboo
that was a myth.
Was?
That was a myth.
That was a crazy ass myth.
That was a crazy myth. They need to stop that. I don't even know.
You remember I'm talking about? Yeah, right. That was like the weirdest shit ever.
That probably was like early 2000s,
probably
2000
4, 5, 6,
yeah. Not 6. I graduated 2006.
Okay.
So of course you heard about it.
Yeah, it was like 2002. I mean, it was like 2000 to 2003. That myth went on. I don't know where they got it from, but it was.
They said girls getting turned out left and right.
Yeah,
they had that play down there. Then
I don't. And to be honest, I don't remember that many gay females in Mount Vernon.
I was about to say I knew something.
No, like me.
No, I know because honestly, to be honest, my grandma lived in Gum Springs.
Uh-huh.
I lived in Mount Vernon district where I was supposed to go to Mount Vernon.
Oh, okay.
I literally lived in walking distance, so I seen people come out, and then I used to go to hoop there. I ain't see that many.
I remember
that was a really really big
girl
myth.
gone back instantly.
Yeah, that was a really really big myth. They need to stop that.
Court, you play hoops in high school, so what's the backstories of that?
Yeah, because equal dollar. Not to
what
cut
you mean?
Was it a myth or was it true? Do you
to
think?
be honest, I don't know. Because I honestly didn't even hear about that.
Really?
This is the first time I hear about it. But I do know girls that went to TC that was dating girls from down there.
From Mount Vernon.
Yep.
Damn.
Definitely. But that was a gay girl thing though. Gay girls just find each other. But it don't matter what fucking school it is. You're just gonna find them.
Do y'all remember like the big, since we both from TC and West Potomac, remember the big old basketball games between each other?
Yes.
It was the who's who. You had to put your Sunday's best on that motherfucker. If you ain't playing the game, you was fly as shit.
What y'all call it? The Garden?
The Garden.
Yep.
Oh my God. My first.
That shit was hot.
That joint was hot.
On your neck on that. Man, that was.
I feel like that was a death trap. It was one way in, one way out.
That's it.
Unless you went there, you knew it. But that joint was man. I think I played my junior year when we played them, and then all them people started coming in. It didn't even matter if which team was good or bad. You just knew it was gonna be.
It's just gonna be lit.
Yeah. And then
you had to be there, man.
Man, I never seen so many people in one place. That was my most intense game I ever. Man.
Then they start circling the court as it gets closer and closer.
That
might be a fight outside, a shooting, stab. Be like, man, what the hell? Let's get the hell up out of here, man.
Right, because they didn't give y'all no night games until y'all had like a big ceremony for football.
Oh, that's for football. Yeah, we finally got. We recently just got like.
Yeah. It was
the people in the back. They don't want people playing football games at night. They don't want no light shining through their light. Their houses and shit.
Oh, well, but I'm saying before that, the reason why y'all got rid of it because a lot of people was
the fighting.
They was dying. Yeah, a lot of people was dying behind that situation.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Now they own now.
They own that definitely.
So tell me about like your family growing up, Court.
I came from a pretty decent family on both sides.
Right.
My mother's family's from New York City. My father's family's from DC. Both sides moved to Virginia, Alexandria, and met. And to be honest, I couldn't have asked to be from a better family on either side.
Awesome.
Like, very involved, very supportive. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect, but
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, great family. I feel like I came from a really good family. Great upbringing.
You have brothers and sisters?
I grew up an only child.
Word. How was that? How's growing up an only child?
Bruh, to be honest, it got lonely for a lot of the times, but I had a lot of cousins. You know what I'm saying? But it was very lonely, but I actually got a brother who I met when I was like 24.
Really?
From my dad.
Wow.
And the crazy part about it is we just alike.
Really?
Just alike.
So y'all just connect.
We like the same music, everything, watch the same shows. Like, it's crazy. Like,
that's freaky.
Isn't it freaky?
Yeah.
You know, we listen to the same exact music, watch the same show. I was like, yo, I love King of the Hill. This nigga was like, me too. Like,
so y'all in sync.
We're dope. We're really, really close. Like, I ain't gonna say like tight, but we're close though. Like,
close enough.
Yeah,
definitely.
I got a beautiful niece.
So growing up, did you have like imaginary friends?
I did have an imaginary friend when I was like 4.
I hear that a lot from like like single kids, like
Yeah.
like
Like my
only
dad.
child,
Yeah.
they have make believe friends.
Right.
My
Yeah.
dad always like brings that up every once in a while. He'd be like,
Oh,
"Remember
really?
Yeah, he'd be like, "Remember you had an imaginary friend when you was 4?"
So it is true. A lot of people
He had
That's
a name and
crazy.
everything. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy. Like, but yeah, it was just I feel like I had a good upbringing. You know?
That's awesome.
I feel like my parents did their best because they, like, their parents didn't exactly get it right. So I feel like my parents really tried. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's one of them
Yeah,
type of
that's
things.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
That's key.
Yeah.
G, what about you?
I grew up in a 2-parent household. My mother and father's my everything. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't ask for better, to be honest. It was like the grounds that they laid out for me was pretty much built for me to be successful. Like I said, I didn't take advantage of it. I really took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, I would say more on the silver spoon side. I had everything you can ask for as a kid. Um, my sister, we as adults being siblings, we we get together along now. We're much closer rather
Right.
than when we were young. So yeah.
How, y'all like separated in age by a lot of years?
Nah, she's 3 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So definitely, and my father was my coach in every sport, and my
Mm,
my mother, she was up there. You know what I'm saying?
that's what's up.
And I want to definitely give a shout out to my mom and dad, Georgie and Nation Great, because they opened the doors for pretty much anybody. Anybody could come over my house. You
That's
can
love.
walk.
That's awesome.
You can go to
That's
my
awesome.
refrigerator if you need a shower. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like the big mom out of the hood.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
awesome.
Yeah,
Those are needed in every hood, man. That's mad love.
yeah, and whatever
Definitely.
if I got something, you got something too. If you was with me, it wasn't like no, you know what I'm saying. You're not my kid. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I've been around some folks
Easily,
like that.
man. Watch you starve.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've been there, man.
So
Yeah.
my mama cuss you out, but she also had your back
Show you
too.
love.
And
That's what it's all
my
about.
dad, he gonna accept you regardless. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
his mom was definitely.
Awesome.
They call my mom Nansinated. This girl made it up, and then my father, they call him Coach. So
Okay, dope.
it was a beautiful thing. Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Bro. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you.
So being a podcaster, Court, how did you stumble upon this? What made you say I'm gonna do it? How did Bus Stop Podcast become a thing?
I've been thinking about it I had just been thinking about it for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I want to start a podcast, but I never just did it. Then a pandemic came, and I was like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing but laying around getting fat and shit. Let me do something. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why I was like, I built the studio, put it together, and just started trying to encourage myself to just do it.
Was you nervous?
I was nervous. I think more than anything, I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. You know what I mean?
How did how long did you stay in your head with thoughts about it?
Probably about 9 months.
Did you like
Because I bought the equipment about 9 months before I even built the studio.
Really?
And I built the studio from my own 2 hands. I painted the studio, put everything together.
My turning point personally was when I could wake up, think about it, Broken Studios, and go to sleep thinking about it.
Right.
I couldn't escape it no more.
Right.
It had to come out.
It had to do it. You had to do it.
And that's the scary part,
Right.
man. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't get a good sandwich from nowhere.
Yeah.
I couldn't have a slice of ass, not thinking about it. Like, I'm right thinking about it. Like,
do you
it
think
wouldn't escape me.
do you think it was more from people kept asking you when you were going to start it?
No, people didn't. They just anticipated. But it was me. It was my
It was
time.
you.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
It wasn't people even putting pressure on me. Like, man, I want this to show
Right.
you.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it got to a point where like, I'm gonna show you motherfuckers I can do this shit.
Right.
Right.
And it's just like, you start feeding that shit in your head.
Right.
You're your biggest cheerleader and enemy at the same
Right.
time. So like, man, we're gonna do this. We're gonna show the world we can do
There we
this
go.
shit.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
every
Yeah,
day
take
I'm
off.
thinking about it. It's in
Yeah.
my dreams and my nightmares. Like, oh, I was in the studio. I'm like, you ain't got no studio. Nigga. You dreaming. Wake your ass up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one though, nigga.
Right,
You know
right,
what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, definitely.
So how did you start this?
At first, to be honest, when I rented the space, I had I was doing Bird Scooter. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was a fleet manager for them, and then I had too much space. So you know what I'm saying? I used to play around with it with playing Call of Duty with the homies,
Okay.
and I had like a little gaming podcast, but I never really, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was like, man, you know what? I should just start a podcast. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, I started buying equipment and the setup, and like you said, you start putting stuff up, pictures,
Mhm.
posters on the wall, and like And
Start
then I kind
building
of
it.
put pressure on myself by like, what I was trying to do. I was trying to, draw people in that I'm starting it. And next thing you know, I just start getting all these text messages like, when you
Yep.
gonna start? When you gonna start? When
Exactly.
you gonna start?
Yeah.
Yep.
So next thing you know, what happened is I got delayed because the space that I was in, the lady, she wanted the with the business, she wanted the whole floor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she kind of put me out, and then I went up the hill, and then that's when I was like, all right, I gotta start it. And so, what I'm saying, shout out to my man BJ who came through. That was my very first one. It's nothing like your very first one, man.
Not
You
at
gonna
all,
remember
man. It's like
yesterday.
busting that cherry, man.
Yeah, he go by smooth. Yeah,
It's unique. It's unique. Mine was the worst experience. Like people always ask me, how was your first one? It was dark, drew me. You already said the audio was off. It wasn't ticking right, man. I was trying to get these thoughts out. I had some shit to say. Like
Yeah.
I'm finally here. Like you gonna feel something from this shit.
But
Yeah.
immediately your shit picked up though. Like immediately your production picked up.
I
Yeah.
had to, but it was
That
only
shit
me.
was
Like I had nobody
Yeah.
to turn to. Like
Yeah.
that's the point. Like you had to like humble yourself and realize like you have a long way to go.
You
Yeah.
inspired me though. Like that's one thing. You inspired me, bro. Like I was like, all right, Joker got his shit up. He got his shit. Because we had been communicating before either one of
Yeah.
us even put the podcast out there. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, his shit. Yeah, let me get out there.
Yeah. It's funny
You know
that
what
you
I'm
say
saying?
that. When I follow Big Mike when he was on your
Big Megan.
joint.
Shout out to Big Meech.
Yeah,
My guy.
He had posted you, and I was like, damn, he started a joint. I gotta get on it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
That's how it worked, man. We supposed to feed all that, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
that positive
absolutely.
energy,
Yeah.
man. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So when I see you, I'm like, oh, word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, like, man, I really feed off y'all, especially us being from the same area. Like,
Yeah,
that's one
definitely.
thing we gotta do is like root
Definitely.
for each other.
yeah,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
definitely.
Because I don't know where the disconnect comes from. You know, 'cause ain't nobody rich around this motherfucker. Like, we
Right.
supposed to be putting in implementing a plan, like somehow, some way of having some type of network, whether it's podcasting, like we're the podcast network, but it could be other people doing networking and other things. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's like, man, we have to take on more of a teamwork approach.
No,
Yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
seriously.
yeah.
Nobody's on no me shit. It was never that with me. I just wanted to,
Nah.
to get my thoughts out and
Mhm.
collect people as we go. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is
yeah.
therapeutic for me. Like, man, like I got a lot of shit going on, as y'all know, man. It's like, man, doing this is always just like, I'm ready for the work week. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Of course, we're
Yep.
shooting for the moons and stars, but at the same time, man, it's like a daily or weekly medicine for me.
No,
Yeah.
seriously.
Come here and talk,
seriously.
hash things out, and things like that. And that's what people don't see. Everybody sees the end result,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially our kind. You
Yeah.
know, we
Oh,
want
absolutely.
we want the brand deals, we
Immediately.
want the chains, we
Yeah.
want the cars, the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, man, but we don't want to put no work in. We gotta put work in. Like we
Nah.
gotta
Take work.
establish. When they say Alexander, you want to be, oh, them niggas who be doing that podcast shit, like 4 of them niggas out
Yeah.
there doing that shit. That's what you want them to be able to say.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you come through one, you gotta go through all. So
Right.
like, you start a channel, almost like
Yeah.
we gotta start like a chitlin circuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For artists to
that-
come through.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because people that I had on, for both of y'all, I had told them that you without even talking to you, I was like, they probably gonna reach out to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make yourself available. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this a thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Thing
yeah.
to do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely.
And I asked both of y'all earlier, like, man, do you know anybody that's doing podcasts in our area? And it's crazy, but we're here to set a platform and
Yeah.
we're here to acknowledge people's presence and success
Right,
and highlight everything they did in life, man.
yeah.
Hmm.
Why is it that we can't come together more? You think?
We've been fighting each other for ancient years. That somebody did something to somebody, and
DMV
it's
different.
just, yeah.
Bro, you know what? I've been thinking about this for a while.
Especially when it comes to us Virginians.
Yes.
We're so country and so strict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not coming to Virginia. Whatever. All right.
It's like, it's weird. It's almost like Black people start getting money and things like that, and then we start turning on each other.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's like we start turning. It's like, when did we start doing that, bro?
Because all we want to do is get
Yeah.
accepted by the other side, honestly.
And that's the crazy
Yeah.
part. Because I'm like, when the fuck did we ever need, like, excuse my language, but like
nah.
acceptance, outside acceptance? Like, why is it that we just turn on each other?
Every time.
It shouldn't be like that. Like, honestly, I want to change that. Like, we could just be a lot more nicer to each other,
Yeah.
and a lot more accepting, and a lot more understanding and forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, with like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
feel what I'm
definitely.
trying to say?
Yeah,
Like-
absolutely.
You don't want to see nobody. I just feel like we all come from the same struggle. So to see one of us make it out makes us feel like why we couldn't be the ones to make it out. When it doesn't have to, you don't have to look at it that way.
You don't have to at all. It's just like, all right, they did it. Damn.
But they don't never see the work you put in.
Nah.
I just hate how this looks so instant to people, and that's how people get tricked. Like, how did they?
Yeah.
The instant gratification trick.
Yes,
that's the instant gratification trick. Y'all don't see all the hard work, the backbone, and the sweat, tears, and the blood.
You see that one post to say they did this A, B, and C. You're like, man, you didn't see X, Y, and Z.
Because the hours are going to outweigh the money. Even though we put a lot of money into these items, the hours, going to the store, getting them, hooking it up,
sweat
figuring out that, exactly.
My God.
Blood, sweat, and
tears. You don't see them 1,000-hour YouTube videos we had to watch just to put this shit together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot.
For me, I feel like we scared to take the back seat for one another and put somebody forward.
Yep.
You know, like before Detail got on, it was Eminem. Before G-Unit, you know, it was 50.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Before the Lunatics, it was Nelly.
Yeah.
I feel as though like let's put somebody forward, and then everybody they supposed to bring the team along.
That's how it gotta
For
be.
us, it's just like the individual has a certain audience, a certain back end, and they push them. But then it's like, don't mess with him because he not from our crew.
Yeah,
which is kind of like that's wrong,
It's
man.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Listen, it's enough money out there for everyone.
Right.
Even all of us, we all gonna get our shit off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why. I mean, I guess we kind of setting the tone right here today. You know what I'm saying?
We are.
Home Broken Studios. You know what I mean?
Straight
so
up.
that's definitely.
Yeah, we definitely are, man. 'Cause it had to come to a point where they see people come together and camaraderie.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know what I'm
definitely,
Because
yeah.
it may come a point a year from now, we all may be on our own different ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And there may be a bug in your ear, like, man, Joke said some shit like this. Oh, G said this. Oh, Courtney said it. Nah, those my people. I got them direct numbers.
Right,
I don't know who you are.
And let's stamp that right now. If it's edited issue and somebody say something, man, make that phone call.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's the lack of actually people
key.
doing. Yeah,
Yep.
it's an
They
issue.
find cracks. You get into the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To be honest, I really thought the board administration was going to break that ground with Wale and Black Cobain, and I believe they had a female artist, Kiera. She kind of from Springfield, and then they had the other artist from down the highway. She was a female. I don't know her name. And then Fat Trail.
Right.
So I really feel like that whole core, and then Phase with the Midi East. I think that whole core was going to just shoot to the sky, but things happen. I don't know. I ain't gonna speak on it, but I really think that they gave us a sample of what it could be.
It could be. We combine all three regions.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. Once they see that, it's weird. Like when I take people from Metro Maryland or DC and I bring them to the VA side, I'm like, man, it's cool over here. Like you never thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You never
They
thought.
like
We
to,
were the same like
shit
y'all.
on us in Virginia.
Yeah.
They like to shit on us in Virginia a lot.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
For no reason.
We country, we this, we that.
Because the sad thing is, I got a cousin that live in Alexandria, Lee. I got a cousin in the city. Like, you got family members everywhere. So that doesn't make any sense, man. But
So crazy.
you ain't gonna beef with your cousin. That's your blood.
Exactly.
I mean, some people do, but still, though, you know what I mean. That's just
What's the pressures of delivering a good podcast episode?
Can you repeat that?
What's the pressures of it, of delivering a good podcast episode? Because the pressures may be high. Like every time I try to put something on, I want it to be good. Like
you know what?
It's like, man,
I had to, to be honest, for me, I don't put no pressure on myself.
You know,
I'll be like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? But the only pressure that I put on myself is for it not to be fucked up production wise. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be. I want people to be able to hear it.
Yeah,
I do want people to be able to relate to the content.
Right.
But it is for whoever it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I always want mine to be good, man, because I just feel like I want you to feel what I put into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
You got to feel something from this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you want people to, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with
take
that.
from it.
Yeah. Definitely. I agree
Don't
with
just
put some shit out there.
don't just swipe my shit up. Like, take a listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do put thought into the episodes that I want to put out there. Like, for example, the last episode I did.
Right.
And I had the violinist, hip hop violinist.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted people to know that there are black men out here that play violin that are good and that, you know what I'm saying?
See, look, you just come
have
from
families.
You come from such a different angle.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
it.
Like that are different. He ain't just a rapper. He's not a rapper at all. He's a hip hop violinist. He does his thing. He makes his money. He raises his family. He got kids. He got a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to see that.
It's like real journalism.
Yeah, like I want people to see that we
yeah.
have we're multifaceted. We're not just all rappers. We're not just all this or that. We are monolithic people. You know what I'm saying? We're not a monolith.
They try to box us in.
Yeah, we're not just one type of people. We're all different type of people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I do. So it is important for me to really emphasize the fact that we as a people are different in all type of ways. We're not just one type.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Box us in.
Yeah.
So what about the pressure to you?
Me,
I know you feel it.
Nah.
Yeah, you do.
I don't feel. I only think pressures I feel is this whole. When I tell people I'm doing it, they always ask what type of audience I'm trying to target.
Okay.
And that joint really messes with my, with you the whole like, I can't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out like, do I want to talk about relationships, sports, politics?
Yep.
But to me, like, nah, I don't feel no pressures. For me, I'm at this point.
Expectations.
Expectations. I not even expectations. It's either people gonna get down with it or they not.
Right.
Because if I keep wondering about that, then
never gonna be happy.
I'm gonna set myself back. I'm gonna build myself up for disappointment.
Yeah. That's definitely what I did when I was telling you earlier. Like, man, you gotta fuck with the people who fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But even the people who fuck with me, I want them to have a good product. You know
yeah.
Because I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? The product could still be trash, but I want it to be gas. You know
definitely.
I want to serve you gas. You know what I'm saying? Because you rock with me.
I think all of us had the most sensitive aspect of it is just the sound.
Yeah.
And I think all of us took our time with the sound.
Yeah.
So I really feel like the sound was the most pressure I had. I ain't wanted to birds chirping in the background, or hear no train or no, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to sound scratchy.
No friction. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. That was my biggest like fear.
I remember when I finally got the first clip and it sounded because it sounded like that shit on Instagram. I remember saying that to myself, like, I really made this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Then once I got the lighting right and made sure I got the right camera, I was like, man, dang. Like, it's amazing what we can do when, you know what I'm saying, with this avenue that we can make our own TV show. And, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
Make our own network.
What if it's a great time? You could literally put yourself on TV.
Yes.
I had put on Instagram, look, mommy, I'm on TV.
Yeah. That's what I told a lot of my people I interview, like, man, make sure y'all tell y'all family members to check out the episodes so that and y'all make sure y'all link it to their smart TV so they can watch y'all and look at y'all on TV. Like, that's a moment for people's family members,
smart.
Man. And like, man, folks, people done cried and talked to me, man.
And
I'm saying,
and the plus thing, like you said, man, it don't cost a thing.
Nope.
It don't cost
nope.
a thing.
All you gotta do is link it to your TV, and now you see your child on TV, your family member on TV. It's like, damn, that's dope. That was made here. Yeah, we made that here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that says a lot, man.
Definitely. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? From being boxed out for so long for this thing called YouTube or whatever type of tool that
to realizing that it's for you too.
Yeah.
You too.
You can do this.
It's for you.
I don't even because I don't even think people was hip that you can make your own YouTube channel back then.
I wasn't hip until Chief Keef came, and that's when like, man, they making their own videos now.
Oh, okay.
That's when I first thought.
Mine was Soulja Boy.
Okay, a little bit before mine.
Soulja
he was the
Boy.
first. Hold on, he was the first. Let's say that right now. He was the first.
Yeah,
definitely.
Definitely.
And that's when you're like, man, you could make your own money. You get paid. You're like, what? They pay y'all to make y'all channels and stuff?
Yes, that's crazy.
That's crazy. You ever heard of a digital creator and all that stuff? I said, nah, I never heard no shit like that. But now, look at us now, man. You put your own thought process into you put your own.
If I was smart, I did the shit back then.
Man,
I've been addicted to YouTube since 2007.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a YouTube addict. Back then they used to put how many videos you watched a year. I mean, that first year I watched 40,000 videos.
What?
Yes, I was a fucking internet addict, bro. If I was smart, I've been doing this shit back then.
Damn.
I probably missed my opportunity too because back when I was promoting a club on a highway called Las Vegas, I was going to do artists, but I was going to record it, but I would it wasn't on YouTube. I had him going to whatever link I had to it, and like, Dad, what if I would have just stayed to it back then? And this was
Real
probably
life.
2000, probably. I want to say 16,
Wow.
probably.
Yeah.
Shout out to AG, man, for real,
Dog,
for real. That
telling
would
you.
have been crazy. Actually, nah, it was before that. I'm sorry, it was 2000, probably like 10 or 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was my first
That
one.
was before YouTube had commercials.
Yeah, I had a cameraman come record him, and I was I would dress it up, and he gonna be at Las Vegas tonight and all that, and I didn't stay at it. If I would have stayed at it,
You been good, yeah.
Damn.
yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
day. That's crazy.
G, talk to me about the G Spot podcast. How you come up with this name? And what's your what they say when you started business? What's your mission plan or whatever? Whatever they say. What's your plan initiative for this?
Well, my how it came about is
G Spot. Let's hear it. Yeah, you already know, but I'm gonna hear it from the horse's mouth. At least I think I know.
Me and my homeboy Steven, rest in peace to him. That's why I got the 32. I was messing with this female, and we was kind of messing around, and we wasn't supposed to be messing around. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. We'll put it out there. I ain't gonna say her name though. and after we was hooping, he instead of saying like the building number or the door number, he used to be like, "You going to the G Spot?" I was like, he was like, "You going to the G Spot?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. You know where I'm going. You know we go. Food should be ready for us. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we walk in the door, you know what I'm saying?" And then
so what does the G Spot mean?
It was just he just called it a G Spot.
Oh,
it was like it was just my spot.
Oh, okay.
Everybody think it's sexual and all that. It has nothing to do with none of that.
But it was a girl there.
It was a girl. It was a girl there. You know what I'm saying? You know the apartments. I'm kind of telling myself, who cares though? The apartments right outside the Gum Springs Recreation Center, the Spring Gardens joint. Yeah. So he used to work there, so we used to stay back and just like make sure it was clear. We used to like slide, creep over there. It was a hell of a time.
Hey yo,
and next thing you know, we used to act like we was like secret agents or something going over there, right? You know? So we used to go up in there, and then she had her niece, and then she had a friend, and then she had another friend in there, and we used to just sit around the table and play Phase 10, play Unos or Spades or something like that, and we would just talk about topics, you know, politics, love, anything daily that, you know, everyday thing. Yeah. That's how we came about it.
And this
you know what
back
saying?
Then.
Yeah, this was back then, man. This was back then. That was crazy. And she lived in apartment 32. I ain't gonna say what building, but that's how we had got it, man.
Have you ever reached out to her since you done this podcast?
She reached out to me. Your punk ass. Let me tell you about yourself. All right. She gonna call and tell me that hold on. The G Spot. Don't I get some type of residuals from now? I was like,
some royalties?
Yeah. I said, I don't think so unless I have taken something from you. I could walk in the building and go everywhere, go to any apartment, but definitely she reached out to me and tried to be funny with it.
Funny.
But she said that she said she kind of liked it. It was cool that she did it. It's kind of like a shout out to her in a subliminal way.
Court.
Yeah.
Court. So where you started with your Bus Stop podcast? How you become on that name?
The Bus Stop. Basically, I just pulled it out of my ass. I was like, you know what? I always have interesting conversations on public.
You always have unique conversations with all types of people. Though.
Exactly. That's what I was like at the bus stop. I've always had the most unique conversation at the bus stop or on the train or some shit. I thought that was a catchy phrase. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
at the
that
bus
phrase.
stop, the bus stop podcast. I always have crazy conversations at the bus stop.
Did you have any other name before that?
I had a few other names, but they were corny as fuck, and I was just like, you know,
everything's corny until you make it. You know, that's
exactly. So my girlfriend, I threw that one out there. My girlfriend was like, "Yeah, that's it."
That was the one that stuck.
I was like, "I think so too." So that's how we stuck with it. You know,
Okay.
and I hit my
Yeah.
homeboy up, Alex Flowers. You know, he used to do the glitter shirts and all that back in the
Yeah,
day.
definitely.
He did my logo. He did my little picture for me and everything. The logo. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, you know,
Mhm.
that's it. It wasn't nothing too, you know.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
I remember when I saw, I was like, oh shit, what a name! The Bus Stop Podcast.
The bus stop.
Then
Always
when I
have.
seen it, I was like, oh, that's dope. I said, that's
Yeah.
real dope.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
That's pretty much it.
Coming up with spaces. Do y'all always want your own space, or you want your own studio for it? What
actually
you
have-
envisioned for it?
I actually to be honest, I actually have my own studio. Well, I didn't originally plan like that. It just happened like that.
Really?
With the scooters and stuff. And then, you know, I'm based off of Telegraph Road in Alexandria, Virginia, you know, 22310, you know what I'm saying, areas. But so yeah. Plug myself a little bit. But I had my own studio for
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna rent a studio space in on Henry Street in Old Town, Alexandria, but it didn't quite work out how I wanted to. So I had an extra room in my house that just wasn't being used.
Right.
Yeah.
I just feel like once you get that studio, the external joint, man, you gotta be all in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You gotta
And that's the
touch
thing.
it every
That's
day.
the thing. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad I
yeah.
did it in my house because I wouldn't have to pay for no other space.
Yes.
It was mine. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I'm glad I did
You
it
be
that
like,
way.
shit,
Yeah.
I gotta get down there. You gotta stay with it. Like,
That
that's a motivation.
it's funny. That just hit me because I work overnight, and like you say, you need to be in there every day.
You gotta touch it at least every day doing
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
If you're
I'm
not recording, at least be cleaning up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something. You gotta touch it.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to try.
You got to, man, because it just keeps everything fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when we start, and it's like so vital that we stay in the know
Yep.
with it, man, because we all have our ebbs and flows of things. So,
Mhm.
and with podcasting, you gotta really, really stay on it.
Yep.
Really stay on
Yeah.
it. But like, one thing I want to talk to you about is the rap music, man. Do y'all really think like the rap music is a major contributor to the violence that goes on?
Yes. I feel like
Oh,
Go ahead.
this is
Go ahead, go ahead.
spoke to you.
This
Hey,
is a
this is your
conversation.
area.
This is a conversation that I've been having with a few friends lately, and I feel like as much as I don't want to admit it,
Yeah.
because I'm a rap fan. I grew up on rap. My mother, my mother, you know what I'm saying? My family's from the Bronx where rap started.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like rap was in my blood, but I feel like a lot of the rap is contributing to the violence. So, for example, in Chicago, what they got? The drill music.
Nothing but
That shit is about nothing but death
yeah.
and negativity. That shit's definitely contribute. And kids' minds aren't developed to the point where they can discern what is right and what's not. That shit's definitely contributes to a lot of the violence and the fucking. I mean, I feel like certain shit should not have spread. Like gangster music started in California, like that gangster shit, for real.
But what do you think about the record labels who approve it and pay for it?
They don't give a fuck.
I think
you know what I'm saying? They don't
I feel like they're the main culprits.
They don't
of
care.
it.
Even a lot of rappers don't care. A lot of these niggas, for example, these niggas don't care no more. They living in Hollywood now.
Right.
They don't care about. They don't give a fuck. They gonna put out whatever makes money. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't really care about what's happening in the streets.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of that shit is contributing to what's happening in the streets right now, and it's really sad. I think we need to really, 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 really think deeply about this shit and come to grips with the fact that it's fucking up the streets, young.
Yeah.
Because back then it was the A side and the B side, right?
Yeah.
But can we say now today it's a platform for the B side? You don't even have to have an A side. You can straight YouTube and put whatever that you really want to say out there, and that's that.
Yep.
Look how many rappers have gotten killed.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years, based off some rap shit.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just fuck it. Look at the rap video put out when a dude was pissing on somebody's dead grave.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
That shit done spread to New York. That shit done spread to DC, New Orleans. That shit now everybody like that shit should never have spread out of. I'm sorry that it's happened in Chicago at first. That shit done spread to all the little black communities. It
just seemed like the violence spreads faster than anything.
Negativity spreads faster than anything. Look when the fight. Look, I mean, it's a known fact that negativity spreads fast. Look when the fight happened right here. That shit is gonna spread all around across the whole place, the whole club.
Yeah.
This shit just spread, right? Like it's just negativity spreads quicker than anything.
It does.
Unfortunately,
I just feel like the executives play a role in it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones in the
they ain't
pain.
gotta live with it. They don't gotta live with it.
They just throw the checks at these cats and let them go live and.
Yeah. Just like feeling like he ain't care if nobody got killed over no Jordans.
Not at all.
Yeah, so it's, like you say, being upstairs, they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the cost of doing business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They don't care, bro.
They feel like somebody gonna get a check from it. Why not me?
Regardless,
Yeah,
regardless, somebody's getting paid from it.
I think to be honest, we need to start keeping it real with ourselves and realize what it's really doing.
But do we really want to keep it real with ourselves as a black community?
No.
If we want to grow as a people, we're gonna have to. If
No.
not, people still gonna just be talking shit to each other on the internet, blaming each other for what's happening in the black community.
That's the uncomfortable
Truth.
conversation that you want to have with your girlfriend that you don't.
Is
You
that
don't
you don't want to have?
You don't want to have.
Like,
you
let's
know?
just think about, man. This thing about social media from 5 years ago to 5 years up to this time. Like, we still doing the same shit we was doing.
Yeah.
If not
yeah,
more.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be real with ourselves for real. We're just all hiding the pain.
Yeah.
We're not trying to find no answers.
And the crazy thing about it, it's two things about it. You getting praised to do it.
Yep.
And you never thought that you would act out the song.
Yeah.
And put it on actual.
It's like a diary.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
diaries
some
now.
things you just wouldn't see. You just wouldn't say, but it's just
they glorify gang culture. Look at Snoop, Crip walking all across the fucking TV during
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
that shit. I didn't like that shit for real. They trying to make the shit cool.
Right.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
cool.
but
He
it's
Crip walking
marketable.
on during the Super Bowl.
It's
Yeah,
marketable,
it's
man.
just- yeah.
And when you walk to
They don't
LA, and
realize
when you
how
go to
real it
LA,
is.
man,
But you think Snoop don't live in LA no more in the middle of the hood?
right.
Nah.
Yeah, he gonna still promote that shit, but he living up in the beach somewhere in Malibu.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's what people are fooled by.
Yeah.
Like they even said that like Future, he don't sip lean, but you know what
They
I'm
gonna
saying.
promote the fuck
All
out of
these
it.
artists are promoting this stuff, and
Yep.
And don't fucking do it.
and you don't gotta mind this. They ain't doing this, so why you be
Percocet.
doing? Yeah,
Molly Percocet.
that don't make no sense. That
Yeah.
don't make no sense.
You know what I'm saying?
And they do it without a conscience because they chasing the check,
They
man.
don't give a fuck. They don't care. They
Yeah,
don't care.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the conscience is not there. Like fuck it, I gotta
It's
get
all about
paid.
too. It's all about raising your kids too. I remember riding in my mom's car as a kid. I'm rapping all the songs on radio. Da, da, da. You know, I'm rapping everything. My mom's like, "What that mean?" She grilling me. All right, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm like, "This means." She's like, "No, that's not what that means." So that's when I started really being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You gotta
definitely.
really start talking to your kids about what the fuck they're saying out their mouth.
Right,
You do.
yeah, definitely.
You
know
do.
what I'm saying?
Definitely do.
I'm like, you want to sit Mo in the living room? You know, my mom was like, okay.
Definitely.
My mom's like, what's Mo? I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's just
Yeah.
real shit.
Definitely.
People just
Yeah.
letting their kids regurgitate. People just letting their kids consume all this shit, and
Yeah.
it's subconsciously
Mhm.
training them to be that type of person.
Yeah.
You got to be more of this day nowadays. Kids are smart. They smarter than we were. They quicker to learn shit.
Oh yeah,
just
they
hearing shit.
pick up-
Easily.
So you have to
yeah.
keep on top of your kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You think? I just think as a community, as a black community, we are more of a better them than me type of situation. Whatever
Oh,
it takes.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
You know,
it
we just pass the buck. You know, what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's all we
yeah.
do.
Definitely.
As long as I don't hit our people, like, whew, all right, we good.
right.
Yeah.
Which is-
Thoughts and prayers to them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
We quickly throw that up. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts and prayers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but which is not cool because
It's
you know
not.
what we all like. I seen one quote. I don't know who made the statement, but the statement was, "One drop of water never thinks it contributed to the flood."
You got that
Mm.
right. That's truth.
So
Yeah,
you
that's a
think,
jewel.
I don't care. So it ain't me,
That's
my
true.
problem.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
your
that-
problem.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
my kids gonna be around your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Kids
is
will think that
that
shit.
is exactly how the world operates.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
exactly how American operates. A lot of other countries and communities, they think about the collective. So for some reason, we've gotten out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we bred to be
yeah.
selfish and look for our
But
own.
it didn't always used to be
Right.
like that.
Nah,
though.
man.
It did not
It
always used to
didn't.
be like that.
Like after the crack epidemic, everybody's
After crack ravaged the black community.
grouped our families up and said, man,
Yeah.
we're going to do ours. It used to be a together thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
But after the crack
yeah.
epidemic hit, like,
It
man,
really
we're going to take care of
did.
ours, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't save everybody no more. This
Yeah.
shit has gone crazy.
Right.
And now
Right,
it's just
right.
wrong, bro. But
Yeah.
I got hope. I have hope. I feel like if we put our like minds together, like me, you know, people, especially people that have children.
Yeah.
I care about the kids. Like I care about
Yeah.
the kids. Kids
Straight
are
up.
watching.
All the time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
all
watching
the
this
all
shit.
the time.
Definitely.
If you think you don't raise your kids by that shit, but they watching them.
yeah.
Other
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I don't like it when a kid is acting out a song. He like 4 years old. That really tells me that like you as a parent you're not right.
You're not conscious.
You're
of
not
what your
right.
kids
Man.
listening to.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't.
And
I
then-
mean, you
and then you wanna
even
bla-
trying with the edited version.
Yeah,
They know everything
then you want to blame it on the system for locking them up. Well, look how you raised them.
easily.
Yeah,
You
raising
raised
kids.
them. You penetrated in that kid's mind to do those type of things.
You gotta be
Exactly.
on top of
So
it.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta be on top of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not a parent. I'm not speaking from a parent's perspective, but you gotta be on top of it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
We do.
definitely. Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
We do. Let's talk about fear. You know, personally and business wise. And I think that has something to contribute with what we go through as a Black community.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of fear in Black people that we see the best in ourselves and living out the best. Like, it's one thing to want the best. It's one thing to say you want $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody has a play for you to make $1 million, do you really want that $1 million? Do you really want to know how it feels to have $1 million and be on that other side?
Yeah.
Because you're not comfortable. You know, you're gonna feel uncomfortable with
Yeah.
that. So a lot of people are like, yeah, I want this lifestyle, I want this. Like, do you really want that?
Yeah.
And when people who've been on that lifestyle come back and tell you, like the cowboy went across the hill and he comes back with all these arrows, like, bro, it's beautiful, but man, you gonna get shot up a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
definitely.
I don't know if you want it, but man,
I think mine's is you know what, my biggest fear come how I'm gonna act when I'm successful. Like when
Yes.
I'm successful.
yes.
I think I don't know how I'm gonna be
Yeah,
because
me
people
neither,
say I'm an arrogant asshole,
man.
and I think that come from like I'm not scared to. I don't hold my tongue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I say what I say what I'm going to say, and I say however I feel, and I'm going to deliver it to you.
Yeah.
So my biggest fear is how am I going? I can see myself doing the podcast. So I don't imagine myself being rich.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest fear. Like
It's like the unknown. That's how mine.
Yeah,
Mine is the
yeah,
unknown.
yeah,
The unknown
definitely.
kills me, man.
yeah,
It kills
definitely.
you 'cause you just-
It frightens you. I know it frightens you.
Yeah.
It frightens you.
Yeah, it does. 'Cause you don't know
Definitely.
what to expect.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't prepare for that.
Yeah, no,
You
right,
just gotta
right.
jump in the room. Like, oh, what's coming?
Yeah.
What's going around the corner?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear of this?
I'm not even sure. Like my dad brought it to my attention. My dad was just like, "Yo," my dad told me that I self-sabotage, and shit made me be really introspective. Like, am I?
Wow.
Like, when shit going good, do I stop it or
Right.
I think my fear is trying. I don't know. I can't even put a finger on the shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe fear of failing. I'm not even sure what the shit.
So
what it is.
would it be like effort? Like, do you feel like?
I feel like my dad told me, he was like, my dad. I hate to keep bringing my dad, but your parents are your biggest influence.
Always.
My parents are pretty big influences on me, and they tell me about myself because they are most comfortable doing that. A lot of
Right.
times, people don't tell you about yourself. My parents be telling me, so you're a quitter.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, my fear is, I guess, and I'm looking at myself from the outside in. I guess my fear is just failing and not trying hard enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess I don't know what the fear. I can't pinpoint it, but I guess the fear is just failing or not doing good enough, or not,
Yeah.
So for fear of not doing good enough, don't try hard enough. So it's just a fucking never ending.
Yeah, I know how you get.
Keep it real,
I used to
bruh.
feel that
Like, to keep
same
it
way.
real,
I
it's
used to
just
feel
like,
that same
shit,
way.
like,
I used to quit a lot of
But you
shit
gotta
too.
get over that shit. Like get over your fear because you're gonna get older every day, and you're gonna have some regrets.
And then regrets is the
Yeah.
worst.
You know
That's
what
what you
I'm
don't
saying?
want.
So
That's
I
all
don't,
I was
want to
getting
have
to.
any regrets. I want to
Yeah.
just be the best me. And for the most part, I live my best life. But shit, fear is a bitch.
It is.
I got one regret in my life.
I got a couple. And
I
I,
just-
ain't
I
getting
just
no
got
more.
one.
I ain't putting no more in the books.
I just got one regret.
What was that?
My senior and junior year of high school, out of 188 days of school, I probably stayed in my own bed 8.
Really?
Yeah, because the
Where
girl,
you at?
the girl I was dating, man, her
Oh,
mother
you was in love?
Oh man,
Oh, man.
yeah, the mother was never home, bro. It was like that. I kind of grew up in that circumstance. I kind of grew up fast because
Right.
as soon as my parents went to sleep, bro, I grabbed them keys and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? It got really, really nasty. I will oversleep. I didn't make it back in time for my parents to go to work. My parents be at the front door waiting for me so they can go to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm jeopardizing my mom and dad's job. You know what I'm saying? They keeping my roof over my head. Yes,
Right.
man. And that had a total effect on me, sleeping in class and all that, not being able to work out, not even having a full strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For a game or
myself.
something like that. And then like ultimately like I kind of like regret not being a gym rat.
Right.
If I would have been a gym, if I still would have messed around and then still been a gym rat, it kind of would have
It'll
kind
work
of
itself out.
balanced itself up. But I was so focused on getting there at between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. It my focus went
And that's
crazy.
how it be, man.
Your dad never tried to step in.
Nah, that's what I said. My luxury of my parents are using it in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? They just let me kind of, yeah. I mean, they said what they said, but like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to hear it. I was putting her over my parents' say.
You know
what I'm
go.
saying? Yeah.
Was that your first piece of cooch?
Nah, it wasn't.
Was it the one you fell in love with?
Nah, it was. I think it was just more. Yeah, it was more that her mother wasn't home, and I was.
You had the freedom.
Man, getting up, you know what I'm saying, out of the bed, go to the refrigerator, you know what I'm saying? Like,
living like a man.
Living like a man. Living like a man, that's really true.
But this wasn't your girl, this was play.
I mean, she was my girl, but was I in love? You know what I'm saying? No, because I, did other things. But I think I was in love with that feeling.
Yes.
And I say, I still have, trauma from it because I feel like I can't sleep by myself. That's my problem. I do have a girlfriend now, but like I think that haunted me, that stopped me from being successful. Word. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I got a girl and she motivates me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But definitely, bro, I regret that feeling.
Yeah, but it's key. Feeling. That's why you'll regret. Like I regret, playing basketball for TC. I should have been playing football. I know I could have made. Now we got the NFL draft on. I know I could have been drafted in the NFL if I'd have played football instead of basketball. But in the city, Alexandria, like basketball is the thing.
Yeah.
I played one high school.
I played Rising Stars.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So like it's only one high school. If you part of that 12 to 15, you the man in the city.
Yeah, exactly.
We was getting smacked in football unless you was doing the remember the Titans little thing. Other than that, we was getting crushed in football. Other than that, so I was like, man, I should have played football, man. I know I should have did something there. I should never picked up basketball, but when you went to girls,
you was nice though.
I was, but man, I didn't grow. I wanted to be, like I said before we got two things I wanted from the Lord was to be 6'7" and a deep voice. I didn't get neither.
Right.
Now, if I was like 6'7", I could have been a Draymond Green before Draymond Green, but I didn't. So that's when I should have known. Like, you only 6'1". You could be a safety or linebacker and still make some money for yourself. But I didn't have that wherewithal at that time or that extra push, like whether from my dad or somebody I mentioned, like, look, man, you good in basketball, but you could be very good in football. You get the hell up out of here. Paid scholarship.
Yeah, and like
I didn't have that person.
And I probably should have stick to one sport. When you get to that point, stick to one sport and work on it all year. Rather than trying to play both sports because you know what I'm saying. That person that's playing basketball, he playing basketball the whole entire year.
Yeah, every season.
Yeah.
I do regret quitting basketball. Like
what you quit in 10th though?
I quit in 10th grade. Like everybody, my whole family was like, "What the fuck?"
You was already on varsity.
I was on varsity in 9th.
Yeah, you was crushing shit. Like, you was special.
I was on AAU and everything. I quit. It wasn't fun for me anymore. Really I felt like it was more fun. Like, I feel like people when it started getting too serious, I was like, this shit wasn't fun. I was like, y'all making this shit way too serious, and I'm taking it. I'm just doing this for fun.
Right.
But I knew I was good. But I just feel like it got too serious.
Yeah.
I remember when I quit, my mom was crying. She was like, I was like, what the fuck you crying for? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody kept asking me, like, what's
you're such a free spirit.
I didn't want to do it no more. I was like, I'm done.
You're like a firefly.
I don't know. You
like a bird.
Your skies was the limit being a freshman on varsity.
Oh no, she was the truth. I try to tell you, she was the only girl in the gym like really playing with us. Like, if you had to pick court, you wasn't feeling it was no lacking. This back in the day when it was like taboo, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
girl, with the boys. Like, I literally was coached by boys, played with the boys. I remember playing with the boys and like a kid, like Bebop. Then I was playing with they was all older than me, but I was playing with the boys.
Shit didn't seem different, dog. Like, she was one of the niggas. Like, literally, dog. Like, you forget she was a girl. She was like that good. Like, you like, oh yeah, damn shit. Watch out, dog. Don't do that. That shit a girl, dog. You would think like your mind would go somewhere like, nah, she was crushing niggas. That's why I was like, damn, like she was very, very good.
Damn,
very, very good.
Quit,
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
It wasn't fun anymore.
Like, you're just such a free spirit, dog. Like, you just do what you want to do.
I feel like this is my life. Why not?
Yeah. I can easily see you part of a new revolution in life.
I hope so. Yeah.
How did you feel about the whole Black Lives Matter movement of the pandemic?
I felt like Black Lives Matter just meant Black Lives Matter too.
Yeah.
Like, we matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when
Yeah.
it turned all political and everything, I was like, whoa. Like, I was like, this is an actual political thing.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, the fuck? But
That was a crazy
I just
time.
thought Black Lives Matter, like, look, Black Lives Matter. But I feel like
flip it
on the internet, people was like, all lives matter.
All lives matter,
I was like,
joint.
bruh,
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter don't mean Black Lives Matter more than anyone else's. It means that we matter too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was yeah, I felt the same
I was
way.
like, Black Lives Matter too, bruh. We don't matter more than anyone else. I think that's what people got it fucked up.
And they're like, blue lives matter, all lives matter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's not what
hold
it's not a
on,
competition.
ask you for your
It's
little
not a
2
competition. It's just saying Black
You wasn't
Lives
speaking that shit
Matter.
before and we started saying
Yeah.
that. You just wanted a rebuttal.
Right, yeah.
I
feel,
was like, yeah.
I feel like they crushed it once they started making money off of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize it was like a
Yeah.
political.
If a
fucking...
revolution, you ain't supposed to make money off a revolution.
Yeah.
It was you supposed to keep it 100, keep grinding, you
Yep.
know, getting it through people.
Boost
you
to
know.
boosting the
Yeah.
sand, definitely.
Then you start seeing
Right.
scarves, hats, jackets,
Yep.
and all that.
Yeah,
So
I thought shit just got weird.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of money was being made, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Then once the pandemic was lessening up, man, it got a little silent again.
Yeah.
So what happens when another black person gets killed wrongfully by the police? We amp it right back up. That's the only part about it now. Now we're getting a little
Right.
quiet again. Like at first it was about black empowerment.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because
Start your own
in my
business,
opinion, people are getting
Yeah.
quiet. People are getting quiet because I feel like people started rallying behind people and not realizing who the fuck they actually really were.
Yeah, that's key.
Like that one guy in California that got killed by the cops, and then when they went to his Twitter, he was talking shit about black women. He hated black women, hated black people, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck black people. Black bitches bring blacker days, and he ain't want nothing to do with black people at all.
Right.
He didn't like black people. He had an Asian girlfriend, Asian wife. He didn't want nothing to do with black people, but he got killed. Black people started being behind him. They was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's one of them things. So I think people start getting quiet because they was like, wait, let's see who the fuck this person actually really is first before we start going behind this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I think that's why I think that shit started happening. To be honest.
So how are you with the police reform? Like you feel like defunding the police was
When
a
I
good
actually
notion?
realized what defunding police meant, 'cause I don't just get behind shit. I've never been that type of person to just go behind a fucking
Exactly.
thing and just go for it. I've never been that type of person. So I did a lot of research and I realized that they were trying to divert some of the funds to do mental health shit.
Right.
And I realized in a lot of cities it was helping
Yeah.
because police aren't. We need cops. First of all, we need cops.
No doubt.
But
Yeah.
I realized that cops aren't trained to deal with mental health situations. They
Not at
just
all.
they trained to protect, serve, and shoot your ass.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So when I realized that defund police meant, all right, put some of those funds into mental health experts to go out and diffuse situations, I was behind that shit, to be honest.
I feel the same way. I feel
You
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
way.
We need that because everybody don't deserve to get shot and killed because they having a mental health breakdown.
Yeah.
Some
Definitely.
people actually really be having mental health breakdowns, and
Yeah.
but they can't control what they're doing when they in that mental state.
Yep.
They don't deserve to die because of that.
Yep.
So, but I'm totally behind cops. Like we need police.
Yeah.
Police have saved my life before.
Really.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I just feel like, it needs to be more clarity,
there definitely needs to be. There definitely needs to be like the whole
more transparent as far as where the money's going.
Thank goodness for cameras on police though.
Thank God.
Because a lot of police had gotten away for at least 100, 200 years with just killing people.
Just killing people.
Yeah.
And I have an uncle who got
Yeah.
his ass whooped by the cops a few years ago, and he couldn't prove the shit. But come to find out, that one cop was whooping everybody's ass in that area.
Wow.
Had that cop had like vests,
A body
yeah.
camera or
Yeah.
something.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
thank goodness that they have cameras now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Because cops were whooping motherfuckers' asses and lying. Whose side they gonna take? Your cops or the side cops?
Cop side.
So for the last 100 years or so, cops has been saying anything and getting people locked up and all.
And they protected by laws and rules.
Exactly.
So it's
Oh,
hard to really
yeah.
bring one down.
Yeah,
man.
And I'm not against cops at all, but there needed to be a reform, and that reform that I was totally with was cameras.
No doubt. Gee, how did you feel when the pandemic hit and everything was on lockdown? How did it make you feel when you realized you wasn't going nowhere no time soon? You gotta take it easy, put a mask on, do drive through restaurants, pick up. That's it, pick up only. When the world changed, the world stopped. It felt like
to be honest, I think it was good
Uh-huh.
versus it was bad.
True.
Because now you seeing more people do for themselves
Yes.
as far as business wise.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, to be honest, if you had any sense, people made money.
Yeah.
You could see that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Definitely.
And you made money from home.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I think that could have we had done it a different way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hindsight
But
2020.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hindsight, yeah.
But to be honest, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Only thing is I got
Same.
big as hell.
Yeah,
we all
Playing the
gained
Call
weight.
of Duty every day. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. We all got huge.
Yeah, but
Same.
from to be honest, it's hard for me to comment on it because I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I
Same.
enjoyed it. For
Best
me
time of
to
my life.
have 3 little ones in the house, you know what I'm saying? I really got instead of me going to work 8 hours a day and they come back, oh, you got teeth, but
got to
like
build your
I
children.
really you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to build your so
Yeah.
it definitely and then only her was a headache, of course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to play the duty. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You gonna play this on 8 to 8? Yes, I'm gonna play this on 8 to 8.
Yep, we on.
But yeah, but to be honest, I liked it. I liked it. But the COVID, you know what I'm saying?
It was just some
I wish
strange
that wouldn't
times.
have happened. You know what I'm
Very
saying?
It was
But,
just strange to
It was
me,
strange.
man.
yeah.
It was very strange.
We had to
I-
readjust, man, to
Yeah.
everything, man. That
I
was the
don't.
thing.
I know.
You couldn't go out how you wanted to go out. Like everything was conditional. Everything had conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it probably people mentally it messed with them.
it did.
No,
Yeah.
people that didn't have anyone definitely suffered.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I see what you.
If you
See,
ain't
yeah,
have nobody,
my
you
house
If you
was.
ain't, if you ain't have no layup,
Yeah,
it
you
was.
ain't had no layup. You ain't had nobody to
It
call.
probably was
Yeah,
like
no
7 people. It was
mentor.
probably about 7 people in my house every day.
oh, you was trapped
See?
out.
Yeah, so it was like different for
Oh
me.
yeah, you had a trap house. Yeah, you turned up.
And with the new
Fun
because
house.
it started like February.
Yeah.
My daughter was born January 31st.
Oh wow.
So you know what I'm
Right.
saying. My youngest one, Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying. So I do got a pandemic baby. You know what I'm saying. So and then you know my other daughter was just before her. Her birthday was coming around February 14th, and then my son was
Awesome.
2. So you know what I'm saying. So my household was, but you know what I'm saying. But not going outside, I think that kind of hurt. But you really ain't trying to go outside with no 2, 1, and
you
and a
ain't.
baby.
Nah, for real,
Yeah,
nah,
so
nah, we
yeah,
can stay in
so-
this joint and kick it.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we ain't gotta go
Yeah.
nowhere.
I think it was perfect time to reset on life.
It was.
No facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I look at more of it as a positive thing.
Recalibrate shit. That's
Yeah,
when I started this,
exactly.
man.
It changed
So-
my life for the better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I look at it as it was more, due to the sickness and people dying. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those who lost people during that situation,
Right.
who even people who really got sick do it. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but for you as a like everyday working human being, you know what I'm saying, that was a perfect time for you to just, you know what I'm saying. It was almost like you had you went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Well, not bankrupt. You what's it called? Is it bankrupt? Am I want to say? Not bankrupt. What is it with your credit? You do dang, the word I'm looking for. It'll come to me.
What you mean, like when you file bankruptcy?
Yeah,
Like,
when you file bankruptcy.
yeah, like chapter 13, chapter 11.
Yeah, that's basically what it was on life.
Yeah.
Yeah, in general, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, everybody was eating good, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But some people just was outrageous with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
Then
go
the
get
PPPs
water.
came.
Oh, yeah,
No,
definitely.
like you said, no water,
Yeah,
no toilet
paper.
paper,
I was
Yeah.
outrageous for that shit. They were outrageous.
no Lysol.
Yeah, people getting 3-4 masks with a hoodie and tying a
shit got
jacket up. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? That joint was.
Shit got crazy.
Yeah,
Shit
definitely.
definitely got crazy.
I went
Yeah.
to where'd I go? I went to Mardi Gras that February. When I came back home, the life changed. Everything.
Oh, okay.
Just had a hell of a
Fresh
time of my
off my
life.
vacation.
Yeah, I just with the Mardi Gras came out like, oh my god, shit is locked down.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I just got
They start
from
handing us
Africa.
papers out, talking about, yeah, if you want to travel the streets, you need this paper to say you're on the Samsung employee. I'm like,
Mhm.
what?
Yeah, I had got one too. Yeah,
I said, oh, this shit getting crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do some martial law here, or something?
definitely.
What you do, Court?
I had just got back from Africa.
Word.
And then the fucking world shut down a few months later. I was just
Mm.
like, I had a nervous breakdown like in the beginning of the pandemic because I was scared.
That shit's scary, dog.
I
I
had a
feel
nervous
you,
fucking, like,
dog.
I was in the house with my girlfriend, like I start crying, like just being a little bitch. I was just like, I thought the world was about to end and shit.
Nah,
But then we turned it around. We just start going out every day. Like,
start making shit happen.
Yeah, we start making
shit.
shit happen. We just start exploring the fucking city every day, taking walks, taking jogs, working out.
Y'all did.
doing
Y'all were
shit.
popping up in restaurants, doing little tours. I seen y'all doing reviews and shit.
Everything, bro. I was just like, we gonna make this the best. We gonna make the best of it.
Yeah.
That shit ended up being great. Like, I love that shit. That was the best. Yeah, I was like, we getting reparations right now.
Yeah.
Like, every week.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm like, this shit's great, actually. If you make the best of your situation.
That's true, though.
You know what I'm saying? We just made the best of our situation.
That's true, though.
I mean, money that people never thought they were going to see. You seen that money.
Yeah.
Dog, I was getting
Without even having to work for it.
900 a week. I was
Yeah.
getting 900
Not
for
without even having to work for it.
Damn.
Literally. You
I
know
was
what
like,
I'm
this
saying?
is reparations.
This is how the world is supposed to operate.
Yeah,
Shit was dope.
Man, it was dope, man. They kept the liquor stores open extra, man. They made sure everybody was drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
They made sure they're like, man, those stores and liquor stores on people, man.
Yeah.
So,
They
man,
said their liquor sales went up like 200%.
they did, man. Niggas was
during-
fucked up in the
Yeah.
game, man.
That's
That's all I did. If I ain't go to work, I was drinking,
Yeah.
getting fat.
That's how I got
all I was
fat. That's how
doing.
I got
Yep.
fat, bro.
That's all I was
You
doing.
know, these myths and all that, the world knew what they was doing, man.
Yeah.
They
It's something.
But like you
Yeah.
said, if you were smart, you made some changes. I made a
And that's
lot
what I
of
did.
changes. I made a
Yeah,
lot of changes during that
absolutely.
period. Yeah, I changed my career, all that shit.
Oh,
my
yeah.
mindset, all that shit.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And you see a lot of entrepreneurs were made during COVID.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Same here.
saying?
I was.
You gotta find your
okay.
lane.
I
Find your
did.
lane.
Yep.
Get with
Yeah,
it.
man. Yep, I found mine in there. I said, you know,
If you had
this the perfect time.
if you had an online business, you was booming.
Yeah, man.
You was
Crushing
cranking.
it.
You
Yep.
people,
had number money. just
I know
clicking.
you ain't got nothing to say.
Click,
click, click.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
You just saying it's cash in. That was a crazy ass time,
Yep.
man. People gonna look back at it once we finally ever get out of it. It's like, man, you remember that shit?
Shit, we talk about it all the time. Me and my girlfriend. Remember 2020? All we did every day is wake up, take walks, eat, cook food.
Just
Lay
like when
around, watch
the earthquake happened here,
Hey, I remember that shit.
like 2011,
2012.
2012, yeah.
The fucking earthquake.
The earthquake. You remember the
You
earthquake?
remember the earthquake?
No.
Word? Oh, you
What?
tripping, dog?
No.
2012.
2012 earthquake.
You sure? Now 2011 is before I started that. So like 2011, like right on 2012. Like I think the summer of 2011. Like, in between that.
Well, whenever.
I know. I was in a car.
And
I
it shook
know.
up. And
I
then
know
it
you
shook up
talking
again.
about. Yeah.
I was in my house.
I only felt the
remember being
first.
in the house.
I felt. Yeah. I know you talking.
I was
I was on the way with. I was on the way with somebody. They was going to. We was going to. Hey, what is it?
Akaki, Maryland.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was going to get some paper for court. He had done something stupid, and he felt the car shake. I didn't feel it.
Oh,
That's why,
okay.
yeah, fucking my mind. And then when I got back to the gym, they were, hey, we was looking for you. You was just here 5 minutes ago. I'm like, man, I'm all
And
right.
the phones didn't
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
You couldn't call nobody.
Yeah,
All you could do was
remember.
email people. We was
Yeah.
emailing people.
Yeah.
Like,
That
you
shit
all
was
right over there?
crazy.
Yeah. Just like people freaked out during 9/11.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
We was
remember
in high
that.
school then.
You was.
10th grade.
They locked us in.
10th grade. I remember that shit.
They locked us in. I was in.
Phones didn't work. My
Mother,
mom
I went
worked
to.
at
I was.
Costco.
I was in Sandburg. Mothers was coming to get their kids
Yeah.
out of school.
Yep. They locked
Hey,
us in.
Look here. Your daughter. Ain't nobody trying to hurt your
Yep.
daughter or your son, but
They're the safest in that school right now.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. That's what.
Yep.
The safest spot they're supposed to be at right there.
No.
Damn,
Yeah.
man. We done been through some shit.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
went through a lot of shit.
80 babies. You can't tell us nothing.
We been through
You know
some
what I
shit.
We went through many revolutions as 80s babies. Not only
Always.
technological revolutions,
Yes.
social revolutions.
Oh yeah, definitely,
All kinds of
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Because you know what, it was crazy. This lady had said something like y'all don't march or get down and nothing like that. And next thing you know, the whole land in the
Yep.
street in
Yep.
D.C. and then you seen Carmelo walking, Ross
Yep.
walk, all that. I was like, yeah, what you say again?
Yep.
All right, we made our
Man,
mark.
yeah,
Don't play with us.
We done been through some shit, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We went through all type of transgressions from
Mhm.
house phones to the pages to the
Oh
cell
my
phone,
We
god.
went
the
to- we
two-way pages.
Yeah, we
were
was talking
born
about it.
Vinyl records without, with the tapes,
Yeah.
CDs,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
digital.
They don't even know about a CD player. My son don't even know what a CD player is, though.
What?
You know, you look at it crazy, like, what is this?
Yeah.
Right?
I give him
Yeah.
a CD player, like, I don't know
Yeah,
what it
we
is.
went through a
And that's
lot
just one in
of
the
shit.
car. He always put a CD in the car. But if you give him a CD, like,
Oh
you
my
use
god.
CDs.
Back when I was
If I give him like a Sony Walkman, say, listen to
Yeah.
that. He like,
Done.
back when I was a player,
Hey.
I had like 5 razors. I don't know why I had all
the
these girls' phones,
the
but I had like 5 of them joints.
razors to be dope. They used to used to break all the time.
Yeah,
though,
they
man.
used to break all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are the ones to have. Or you had the next tails.
Yeah, oh, yeah, the next time,
You
yeah,
had to
you
have
was
a next
chirping.
tail. You gotta have a next tail. Yep.
Man.
Man, we done seen every type of advancement.
Yeah,
through
yeah.
here,
Every
man.
type.
Yeah, stop playing with. Thank us for the technology movement and all that. Stop playing with us.
Like,
80
remember when
babies.
Bluetooth first hit and we could talk?
Oh,
You
you
know,
you was
with
official.
with no cords.
No bullshit. When I first moved back here, I was living in South Dakota. I didn't have no TV. I didn't have none of that shit.
Oh, that's right. You did live in South
I lived in South Dakota for 5 years.
Oh,
So when I came
damn.
back here, I was walking down the street. I seen people talking to themselves. I was like, how the fuck everybody talking to themselves? I didn't even get that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Bluetooth.
Oh,
Bluetooth changed the
dang.
game.
For a long
Yeah,
time.
Bluetooth changed
I
the
was like, why is
game.
everybody talking to themselves, yo? Like, I was like, oh, Bluetooth,
Yo, that shit
that
changed
shit
the
freaked
game.
me out. You know what else freaked me out? High definition TV. It hurt my
HD?
eyes.
Oh,
HD
That
different.
shit hurt my eyes when that first shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't look at that
It's
shit.
too
with that shit
clear.
on. I was just like,
Yeah.
they look like clay.
Yeah.
It was weird,
This shit different.
'Cause I didn't watch TV
You feel like
for so
you
many
there.
years.
Oh, damn,
How was out
damn.
South Dakota?
Huh?
How was being out there?
That was great.
Word.
It was great. I think shout out to my homegirl Alex for saving my life. Not saving my life, but changing my life.
She like living off the
I moved
land
out there
almost
with
type.
her. And to be honest, we had two different friend groups out there. So my friends were like the hippies.
Okay.
So yeah, they live off the
So
land.
you live off the
Learn
land.
a lot of shit. And I learned a lot of shit from them. So, it was
So
great.
you live in you was like cool with like Native Americans and all that.
Natives, everyone, like a lot of my closest friends are Native Americans.
Word.
Like hardcore natives, like yeah, like
Really?
Sioux Native Americans, like
So
no
you went to a reservation?
once.
Word.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was actually like a reservation is like the equivalent to a hood,
Really?
except it's like dirt roads,
Okay.
and it's like the real type of poverty.
Yeah.
Poverty like niggas like to talk about here. Nah, it's real poverty out there in South Dakota.
Yeah.
Like niggas living dirt roads, no heat. You know what I'm saying? Like cold and shit.
They live
Wood.
in like they be have like trailers and shit. on
Trailers,
lands
like
and
real
shit.
life, like poverty, like yeah, but it's cool. But they're very smart people, very humble, funny, cool.
Right.
Smoke weed, chill. It's like a hood.
It's
in
like
Native
the
American.
hood. Wow, that's crazy.
Same
Wow.
You know, same shit.
What do you see your podcast in the next 5 years? Court first.
If I stick with it,
If
I stick with it, and my plan is to stick with it, is I want to just start like the vision that I have now is as far as the direction I want to go with my podcast. Can you hear me in this thing?
Yeah.
The direction that I want to go with my podcast is I want to stick to more social issues, and I want to start addressing issues rather than attacking each other. What I feel like a lot of Black community is doing right now. I feel like we're just pointing fingers and attacking, and I really want to address some issues. So I feel like my podcast can open some eyes to people.
yeah,
And just really start addressing shit rather than pointing fingers and blaming.
yeah,
Like that's what I really want to do. Start opening people's eyes and really get to the root of problems rather than just blaming each other for the shit. Just saying, you know what, this is what's fucked up.
So you look to be more in depth on the issues.
I want to be
of the Black
I want to
community.
start really addressing issues, almost like therapy. Like when you go to therapy you go to therapy to start addressing your issues and figuring out why I'm like this or why this is happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to really make my platform the type of platform where we can really look into ourselves, be more in depth, introspective.
Yeah. Yeah, like you have the crowd and you have the people in the following that they'll open up to you because everybody's not going to open up to anybody like, hey, they got a podcast.
Right.
Like, hey, come here and be your real self.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to
Right.
put on as soon as they see like shit, I don't know what he talking about. What'd you
Right.
say? Like, he'll take some shit off the line and then
Right.
we're going to line. I ain't say that. What you talking about? So it's like, man, people can, if you have the type of persona and vibe that they'll open up to you and be real.
Thank you for saying
I
that. And
can
I really want to
definitely see
address
that.
the Black community directly.
Yeah.
And I know everyone has problems, but I'm Black, so I feel like I want to address Black people because that's the community I'm actually a part of, and just really start being real.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fake shit going on.
All the
Like
time.
Black people want to be so homophobic. We got hella gay people
All the time.
in our families.
All the time.
And people want to act like
In every family, man.
Definitely.
that shit don't exist.
Everybody's want to fit in being black. Blackies want to fit in.
Exactly.
That's
It's
when
like,
folks want to really stand out. They just want to fit in with what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
should be wild.
Yeah.
So,
You know how it go.
yeah.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Everybody want to stand out until it's time to stand
Till
out.
it's
Then
time
it's
to
like,
stand
then it's like, bring your ass on. What the fuck? Don't leave me out here by myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. The crazy
Exactly.
thing about it is you'll say it amongst your peers, but why you won't let it out to the world?
Yeah,
You
why
know
don't
what
scream
I'm
out from the
saying?
mountaintop?
We got to start
Yeah.
addressing these uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
Look, you going everybody gonna have a judgment day. Don't
Yeah.
hold it in. You know what I'm
Everybody.
saying?
Everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what you think about the G Spot podcast? The next 5
I
years.
just, well, right now, the podcast, the mission is just to highlight people in our area,
No doubt.
throughout the DMV. I know they go on radio and do what they do, 95.5 and 93.9, but we just need to highlight us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Straight
it
up.
really, to be honest, of course you want someone to have a story behind them,
Yeah.
but you don't even really particularly have to have a story.
Yep.
Just whatever you are, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You have a story. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying.
Everybody
So,
got a story.
yeah, so I just
Everyone,
want, as far as you trying to make it somewhere, or
Yeah.
you trying to put your name out, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, entrepreneurship. I'm really trying to cover within like the industry of sports and music and art and fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In 5 years, hopefully, I have this big ass warehouse where it's a podcast
And it's
studio.
crushing. Yeah.
Yeah. But my ultimate goal, to be honest, is kind of have a platform where people have a direct audience, like kind of like a Big Sister, Big Brother program,
Right.
where you already, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to advertise through a newspaper or through a podcast. You can come. We can have an event, and the first people are right then and there in front of your face, and they can invest in you,
Yep.
or they can lead you in a direction that, you know what I'm saying, to make your product or whatever you're
Yep.
doing better.
Yeah.
So that's, you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
hopefully that happens.
what's
Yeah,
up.
man. Man, well, I appreciate y'all coming, man. We're going, man. I just want this to be like this is the beginning. We're going to start changing direction. So
Yeah.
we started at the Broken Studios. We may take it to G Spot. Oh, that girl, that's a crazy ass name, man. That's gonna stick with me. Or we might head to the Bus Stop podcast, man. And we'll just keep, you know what I'm saying, keep the conversation
Exactly.
going, man. That's
Definitely
just the beginning, man. Like,
Definitely
man,
with it.
Yes.
I had visions of this, man, and it has not come to better more than I ever thought it would until it happened. And
Hell
now I'm
yeah.
like, that's better than I thought it would be.
Yes.
We've definitely vibed together, man. We understand each other, man, and it's a good flow going on, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate y'all coming
Yeah, I
out,
appreciate
man.
you, man.
I know we
Appreciate
all got our own lives. So you doing your thing. I know you doing your thing.
Yeah,
It's like
man.
we all got shit going on, but we all put aside
Yeah.
some time. To
And
make it happen,
I'm so
man.
glad we met. I don't got to go to the guitar center or ask this person.
Yeah.
I can call one or two people.
Yeah.
And this feels so much better, to be honest.
Yeah, you can
know
bounce
what
shit
I'm
off.
saying?
You can bounce shit
And,
off
like,
people.
when can you come past and show me this? And,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing. Yeah, definitely.
man.
Yes.
We gonna, man. This is only
Yeah.
the beginning, man. It's just that we got to start the foundation somewhere.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
start
you,
building
man.
bricks.
Appreciate you for inviting us.
Yeah, no
Man,
doubt,
definitely.
man.
Thank you,
Y'all
thank
inspire
you.
me. I look at y'all like, man, y'all like a measuring stick for me. So when y'all doing y'all shit, killing it, had a drop episode, I feel it.
Yeah,
I feel it in so many
definitely.
ways. I feel it in a
Yes.
supportive way, and I feel it in a competitive way. That, man, I gotta bring up my shit too.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes.
Because if we come together as a one,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you make me look good, but I gotta make you look good.
Fact.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? So we all gotta bring ourselves up, man, and we're hitting on all cylinders, man. So
Yeah.
this is only the beginning, man.
Yes,
I appreciate it,
definitely.
man. We're gonna hit the G Spot. We're gonna hit Bus Stop, and we
Hey.
on, man. This is only the beginning, man. Thank y'all for watching Broken Studios. This is Jokebudd Show. I'm your host, Jokebudd. Man, you can always find me somewhere broken. Peace.
Yeah.